Adam Day. Should estate agents boycott Rightmove this winter?
No. Do you want to know why?
Well, let's be frank, mate. Rightmove has really put. I did some work. If Rightmove had put their fees up by inflation, it would only be just under 300 quid. And at the moment, it's around 950, just below around there.
Yeah.
That's more than inflation. That's like 300 or 400%.
Yeah.
It's really tough out there as an estate agent. Surely putting a message back to Rightmove that they are almost in a monopolistic point of view is the way to show them, isn't it? Is it?
It could be. I think it's damaging to, if you think of the consumer first, I've always been very much up for the consumer, and if you're taking their property down from Rightmove for any period of time, that's damaging to the chances of them selling their house. I think that one of the reasons it's tough out there is because agents are dropping their fees, hugely to compete with the online agents. One of the mistakes that the traditional agents think or make is that they just have to drop their fees to compete with the likes of Purplebricks and Yopa and everybody else. Whereas actually, if they added value to their service, which might be phoning those leads, within seconds. There's technology out there that those leads can be phoned within literally seconds, and yet, we've seen multiple reports. I've tested people, high street agents, where you make a Rightmove inquiry and you don't hear for a couple of days, if at all. So if you extract the value out of Rightmove, then you're going to be able to justify paying their fee. I think from my point of view, having done this whole online estate agency journey for the last 10, 12 years, when we first started Hatched, we were charged for one branch. We covered the whole country, and Rightmove didn't cotton on to the online estate agency model for about 2 or 3 years. And then all of a sudden they came in, back in about 2009 it must have been, and they said, oh, right, you're an online estate agent, you're now going to pay the geographical pricing model, which was one Rightmove branch fee per certain amount of properties. And you fell into that if 40% of your stock fell outside of a 200,000 chimney pot radius, which I think is now to 100,000 recently. So we all of a sudden were paying £375 a month, and our bill went up to about £4 or £5 grand a month. Now I cannot imagine, and I don't know, I've just worked at eMoov, but I don't know what their Rightmove bill is. I don't know what Purplebricks' Rightmove bill is. I don't know what Yopa's Rightmove bill is, but I can stab a guess. And it will be running into the tens of thousands per month.
Wow.
So when agents want Rightmove to reduce their fees, what they're going to be doing is helping the online agents to reduce their costs, because I would bet my bottom dollar that Rightmove it may be the biggest cost to an online estate agent, possibly. I mean, staff is questionable, but obviously a lot of these online agents have self-employed staff, so technically, at an actual cost, Rightmove is probably the highest cost of an online estate agent.
How can agents boycotting Rightmove help the online agents?
So if they boycott Rightmove, and then Rightmove decide to act and reduce their fees, which they won't, by the way, so there's no point in boycotting Rightmove, then they're going to reduce the fees for online agents. If they reduce the fees for Mr. High Street Estate Agent, they're going to have to reduce their fees for Mr. Online Estate Agent, which therefore is going to give Mr. Online Estate Agent more money in his pocket to do more advertising and take more market share. Do you think Rightmove offers good value for money to agents? I personally do, yeah. It's what created online estate agency essentially, but that is a fact. If it wasn't for Rightmove put everyone on a level playing field, didn't they?
Yes.
I could sell houses. I was based in Hitchin. As a high street agent, I could only sell houses in Hitchin in 1998. By 2003-04, I knew I could have sold houses in Barnsley and Exeter and Newcastle and Carlisle from one location, which is what spawned online estate agency, essentially.
So what you're basically saying is Rightmove has basically helped estate agents because it's created a level playing field between every agent, yet at the same time, it has also created the nemesis, if you see it as a nemesis, of the online agent threat, if it is a threat.
Yes, it's been both good and bad. I think that what online agents do really, really well is they understand the value of a lead coming through on Rightmove, and they'll phone every single one. They have sales teams, and of course they've got a bigger budget to do that, but you can still do that on a smaller scale, phoning those leads instantly. Do
you think high street agents are poor at following up leads?
Yes. Yeah, high street agents that I've employed that have come into my online businesses, don't understand that instant reaction to leads, and don't spot the opportunity. It's very sales driven in these online agents. Now that might not be a estate agency, and one of the criticisms I would have of online agents is their knowledge of estate agency is not as good as an estate agent, but their salesmanship is way, way better.
Do you think the high street agents are blaming online agents and blaming Rightmove when in reality they should actually be looking to themselves and being better at themselves, being more, as you say, have greater salesmanship, reacting more, being more proactive? Do you think that's the case?
Yeah, I do think that's the case. I also think that it's really important. Agents, for me, don't understand what technology is. And for me, the consumer wants a dashboard. They want to be able to log in and move their photos around, or see the feedback from their viewings, and all these other, and get automated communications to know that the agent is doing something. And high street agents haven't adopted that yet.
Okay, maybe we could talk about that in the next video.
Sounds good.